10 seconds away. We're going to talk all about that and much more.
4,
3,
2.
All right, it's 7:30 on this Tuesday night. That means it's time to find out if you like it or not. I'm producer Chris, and tonight we're talking about arcade engagements, mystery boxes, vertical videos, co-parenting with companions, and Tom Brady's utter lack of loyalty. And I want to know what Tony P thinks about that one. Jim knows what's up. Boo, Tom Brady. No. We'll see. I want you to share your opinions, though. I don't want to just hear from Tony P. I want to hear from everyone out there watching on Fox Local and Fox 5 DC's YouTube page. So let's talk about how you can join us live if you want to weigh in on Tom Brady, vertical videos, arcade engagements, and much, much more. Or maybe you just want to talk to Tony P. That's always an option as well. We'll check it. We're streaming a lot of, I got ahead of myself. We're streaming a lot of different ways that you can join the show live. If you're watching on YouTube, you can leave some comments in the chat. We'll read them a little later. If you're watching on the Fox Local app, on your connected TV, you can make it a 2-screen experience. Just grab your phone, scan the QR code. It'll take you right to the Zoom room. Otherwise, you can punch in that meeting ID, 892-0982-4674. If you're watching on our website, fox5dc.com, or you're watching Fox Local mobile version and you can't scan the QR code, you can go to my Instagram, Fox5 Producer Chris. I've got a link to it pinned right to the top. Or you can go to Fox 5 DC's Instagram. We have a broadcast channel there, and I have it posted in there as well. So, like I said, we'll check in with all our virtual co-hosts coming up here in just a minute. We're also standing by for our in-studio one. It is Tuesday. That means it's Tony P Tuesday. He's just wrapping up on the 7 o'clock version of Like It or Not, where he shared screen time with Julie Donaldson. Apparently it was his first time ever. We'll get him in here in just a minute. In the meantime, though, we're going to dive right in, and we're going to talk about, oh, you know what? He's walking in right now. He's slowly walking in, lollygagging, some people might even say. We're not hating on Tom Brady yet, but we are going to get your opinion of him. Tony P, in case you don't know, the P does stand for Patriots fan.
Yes, sir. And I'll tell you, I gotta be honest. You lollygag. What are you, 90 years old, talking that way? Lollygagging.
The fact that Tony P is calling me old when his entire brand is built around being
old soul. Yes.
Old soul.
Yeah, but I don't use that.
You don't use the word
lollygagging. My grandmother used to be like, look at me. I'm lazy and I'm not put together as usual. But I gotta tell you, I mean, Tom Brady is loyal to greatness. He's loyal to goatness. That's a new phrase I'm coming up with. He is total epitome of loyalty.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll talk about it a little bit. First, though, you ready to dive in?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, we're going to talk about the future of streaming. This is something Tony P cares about a lot.
Yes, we both do.
Netflix getting ready to launch a new vertical video feed as part of an attempt to take on apps like TikTok and Instagram. TikTok is where we're streaming live behind the scenes right now. Tony P, say hi.
Hello,
the
everybody.
streaming giant says the feed will help members discover content faster through a dedicated space for viral clips and original video podcasts. Netflix officials say this is a foundational step toward evolving the mobile platform with interactive elements like polls to keep fans connected. So basically all the things we do currently here at Fox 5.
Right.
Tony P, Netflix getting into vertical videos. The idea of like swiping on your phone on Netflix while you're watching Netflix content on your TV. Do you like this or not?
Well, it would feed into the whole Ben Affleck thing where he says they have to repeat the plot 6 times because
we're distracted.
Because literally they'd be watching a movie on one part of the screen and scrolling with the next. I mean, I don't like this at all because certain apps are meant for certain types of watching behavior. For example, Instagram and TikTok and YouTube Shorts, that's meant distinctly for that. I think Netflix is in a league of its own. It's a purely, I think, entertainment platform, longer form. We need something to at least have a longer attention span. Let's not have it all be this. I get what they're trying to do business-wise, but just for the sake of our national and international thinking patterns, no.
Okay, so here's my question for you.
Okay.
So Netflix is primarily, and I know a lot of people use their phones to watch it,
yes,
especially if they're traveling or things,
oh, yeah,
but it's primarily something we watch on our TVs. Instagram is primarily something we use our phones for. Instagram just launched a version of its Reels for TV.
They
so
did.
Is it a shock to you that Netflix is now trying to get you to use your phone more?
I'm not shocked because again, it's the business headwinds and the velocity of change, right? It's a lot of words there, but I think it makes more sense for a shorter form platform to go into longer form, or to at least go into a longer form visual, because that allows them to get more users and expand people's watch times. Because Instagram and TikTok are trying to get more retention. I don't think Netflix has that problem. They have great documentaries. They have really good original series. I don't think. I mean, you already have the YouTube Shorts that bring people to the long-form shows and movies. You don't need it to have it present there. Again, the more saturated it gets, the worse Netflix's brand or anybody like this becomes.
Allison's in the Zoom room tonight. Allison, do you agree with Tony P's take? Do you like the idea of Netflix trying to get into vertical videos, and instead of expanding, they're shrinking?
Hey, Chris. Yes, I always, or most of the time, agree with President Tony P. Absolutely. It's going to be too much to me. It's like the mind can only take so much. If I'm looking for a movie, which already takes me 30 minutes because there's too many options, having something extra to look at, it just becomes emotionally overwhelming. Like, we don't need that. I don't think we need it.
Emotionally overwhelming. Great phrase on that.
And Netflix is already responsible for like our paralysis sometimes when it comes to making a decision about what to watch.
Yes.
If they give us the ability to just swipe through videos like this, it's just going to make it that much more difficult. Michaela is in the Zoom room for the first time tonight. Michaela, where are you watching this from?
Hey guys, I'm actually in Montgomery County right now.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
You.
I know we connected on email recently and LinkedIn, so thank you very much for joining the show. Do you like the idea of Netflix getting into vertical videos? Because they are not the only one going down this road. We've talked about TikTok opening up its own studios to make vertical movies.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a great idea. You know, I think Netflix is really following suit with, you know, what the trend is. And, you know, obviously people are really on their phones. People are into TikTok, social media. So I think that they're just, you know, getting on board. And Netflix has a lot of big deals lately. So I think that this would be big for them. And regardless of, I guess, what, you know, people are looking at as far as being on television and watching it that way, I think that they know that there is a need there. So I think that it's going to be good.
Yeah. I still maintain, what was that app that, you know, crashed and burned?
Oh,
right?
Quibi
or whatever. Right now, everyone associated with that app is absolutely kicking, like they are
because it would have worked
into the void. Yes, they were just ahead of their time, like so much greatness usually is.
I mean, Chris is a better hype man than I could ever be. So yeah, I mean, I think though the biggest issue is that you got to make sure that people's attention spans don't shrink, because
I don't think this is going to help in any way.
It's not. I mean, and that's why you don't want to add to it, because you have the market, Netflix. You don't need to expand this, and they also make strategic bets that are not timing or trends. They're timing with the trends.
Yeah, we shall see. I know a lot of these apps have taken big swings and some big misses every now and then.
Yeah,
too,
they
so
do.
We'll see. First comes love, then comes marriage, then what, Tony P?
Then comes whoever in the baby carriage.
The baby and the baby carriage. Or at least that's the way it used to be. Check out this headline in the New York Times. People are skipping those first two steps and turning to Facebook contacts friends or matches on an app to raise a child, with whom to raise a child. The New York Times recently wrote about the rise of non-romantic companions raising children together and the platforms out there that actually match partners in procreation. The Times says the arrangement appeals to those who might want to separate potential romantic partners and someone with whom they would like to parent. Tony P., it worked in Full House, and it worked in 3 Men and a Baby. So, do you like this idea of using an app to find a non-romantic partner with whom to raise a child?
Those are movies and TV series, okay, and for a reason.
Great movies and TV series.
Because it's compelling, but it's not real life. Are you kidding me? I mean, okay, if you're divorced, for example, and maybe you co-parent with somebody, or you have a roommate situation, that's a little bit different. But when you were co-parenting, it's the two parents that have a kid.
Basically
and they
an
are
arrangement. You're not even necessarily anything to each other.
Right.
You're just saying we both want a child. Let's
That's
have
ridiculous.
one together and we'll raise it.
Because I mean, again, if it's a step parent or someone of that nature, or again, you lost a parent and like someone else that's more platonic, that's fine, because the original mother and father was intact and in their life. I just don't think forcing that is good. I don't know how to put the words out, but I mean, it does not make any sense to me. I mean, I just
It seems
no.
to me like there's going to be
No.
an entirely new legal practice.
Right.
born
It's like
out
how
of
do you
this,
deal with that?
unintended.
Custody versus like it's going to be
Allison.
different houses.
Allison, the idea of non-romantic partners raising a child together, choosing not just out of circumstances or fate like Full House, but choosing this direction. Do you like it or not?
I think it could work for some people, like if there was a parent that may have lost their spouse and maybe they need help, like the child is not used to not having a mother, so you look for something like that. Or it could be two females that neither one of them have a father around and they want to live together. But my thing is, whoever, if anyone were to decide to do this, I hope they think about the child and how the child is with people, because you don't want to introduce a stranger to a child and then that person doesn't stay in the child's life, and then it's going to cause a whole nother problem.
Right.
So this is something that people need to think about, not just jump into.
Yeah, no question about that. And obviously these apps out there that now make this sort of thing easier. Michaela in the Zoom room. Michaela, do you agree with Allison's take?
Yeah, I do think it could work. I mean, it's something new, but would I do it? Probably not. But I definitely think it could work. And specifically, like you said, apps are making things way easier these days. And I'm thinking that the app is kind of maybe asking questions as far as, what would be your parenting style and kind of matching them that way. So I think that it definitely could work, for two people that are willing.
Yeah, and I mean, we hear stories all the time about platonic best friends. Maybe one is more attracted to the same sex and one is heterosexual, and they are lifelong partners, for lack of a better phrase, and they like the idea. We've seen it play out in movies, and now I think real life is catching up to a certain extent.
I don't know. I mean, the circumstantial, yes, but I mean, again, I think about the kid. Again, I think having two parents that love each other in a romantic relationship, I think, is important.
All right, Jim, we're going to skip ahead. Next up, the new retail trend to clear excess inventory. We're talking about the mystery box. Basically,
What's behind this door?
Spend a nominal amount of money and end up with merchandise worth much more. The only catch is you do not know what you are getting until you open the box. Bloomberg says brands like La Creuset, Elf Beauty, Michaels, and the Miami Heat have all embraced the blind shopping trend. Tony P., what's in the box?
I think there should be a show for this, okay, where you have different brands
I'm pretty
come
sure
on.
people on YouTube have made billions of dollars
right, but
unboxing random things.
Right, but I think these brands could do their own little series with this. Again, make it kind of like the let's make a deal. Who make a deal? Let's make a deal. Where like you have one door, the second door is the mystery box. You go with it, or here's the cash. I think that's a pretty good. That creates tension. It keeps people hooked, which
Allison,
you need.
he called me old, and he's talking about let's make a
That's
deal.
still a show on. That's still a show on TV. It is not old.
Reruns on the Game Show Network?
No,
from like
it's
1966?
It's
Allison,
on. It's on CBS.
Have you ordered any mystery boxes?
I don't, but my daughter does this faithfully, and everything she gets is amazing. She gets like Michael Kors bags and $100, face creams. I'm scared to do it because I feel like if it's me, I'm going to end up getting like some gum or something crazy. But yeah, my daughter hits the jackpot every single time. I think I need to start just giving her money and letting her order stuff for me because it works for her.
Some people have all the luck. Michaela in the Zoom room. Michaela, have you ever done this kind of blind shopping or these mystery boxes? And would you?
No, this is the first time I've actually even heard of this. So I'm really, really surprised that this actually exists. Would I do it? It depends on the cost of the box. But I do think that there's like an enticement to what's in the box. So I think that's really cool. I definitely would consider it, though. Again, depending on the price.
Depending on the price. Freddie's in the Zoom room. Freddie, do you like the idea of ordering a mystery box without any real clue what's going to be in it? I mean, if you ordered it from this company, if you order from a makeup brand, it's going to be some sort of makeup products, but you don't necessarily know if it's going to be your color, your taste. Do you like this idea?
All right.
Chris, can you hear me though?
Yes, we can.
We got you.
Yeah. Okay. So the answer is about that. So I never ordered a mystery box before, or I never bought something mystery that expensive. It depends on the price, but yeah, I never done this. But this is what I got. This is like really expensive. I just got this.
Oh,
so
nice. Here we go.
And a CPU cooler.
And it wasn't a mystery.
It wasn't. You knew what you were ordering.
You knew what you were getting.
No, but it's expensive.
Right, right.
There used to be, and if I've got any elderly millennials out there who were around my same age and remember this, there was like this Gilt website one time. It was spelled like G-I-L-T, and it sort of operated in the same way. It would be like high designer fashion that you were supposedly be able to get at like a cheaper price. It might still exist out there, but it kind of had this same sort of vibe where you would like order things but not always necessarily know what you were going to get. You just knew that maybe you were getting a good deal.
Exactly. Well, again, you know, a good deal.
But also there were like no returns.
Right. It's always
like,
a final
you just had
sale.
to hope that it fit you. And I did it a couple times and it was a little too trendy and, you know, it is what it is. All right.
Yeah, good deals are all up here.
Speed round time, Tony P. Grab your paddle.
We're doing the paddles
Grab
tonight.
your paddle.
Do I get one or two?
I
got one.
We each get one.
Only one?
Speed round time. And this one, all of them brand collaborations. Tony P's a marketing guy, so this might be right up his alley.
Oh,
First
beautiful.
up, Dave & Buster's teaming up with Platinum Days for a line of engagement rings. But you can't buy them in stores. The $15,000 rings will be put inside the Human Crane game on Valentine's Day. You can pay $20 for a chance to enter the Human Crane and get your hands on one of those rings worth $15,000.
Wow.
Tony P, do you like this or do you not?
I love it because it is an interactive activation, and also people love the crane game. It's nostalgic, it has a human element to it, and we have the affordability crisis. People want to get married. It plays into a lot of nostalgic points, and it's a fun activation.
It's
Love
a fun activation for sure. And I mean, there's a whole story behind it. It's not just like, oh, I got your ring.
Right.
Allison's in the Zoom room tonight. Allison, an arcade engagement. Do you like this idea or not?
Yeah, I think that's fun. That would definitely be a fun thing to do. However, I would definitely have to get a real ring without that kind of story late, because I wouldn't want somebody to think I married somebody cheap that only gives rings for games. You know, so I would try to do both. But I think that's a fun idea.
This feels like something couples need to discuss ahead of time. Michaela, do you agree with that? Can you hear us?
Yeah, so I think if you have that fun kind of relationship, but for me, I would want, you know, I'm a little old school, so I would want to go inside the store and pick it out and things like that. That's just me.
Yeah, and hope that it fits because,
yeah.
I mean, this is not a one-size-fits-all type situation.
Definitely not.
Speaking of Valentine's Day, this next one is for all the lovers out there, the lovers of hot sauce. Michaela, I'm coming back to you on this next one. Sephora teaming up with Tabasco for a limited edition spicy lip gloss collection. The lip gloss is infused with chili pepper extract to provide a plumping effect and a tingling sensation that mimics the heat of Tabasco products. Each gloss comes with a collectible travel case with a key ring and a chili charm. Tony P, that's a spicy lip gloss. Do you like it or not?
It's spicy, and I'll tell you, I will like this. They should also add a heated rivalry thing component. Again, the heat. I like that.
On the heat.
Right.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. I get it. I like it. Michaela, we're going to you. Do you like the idea? Are you a hot sauce fan, first of all?
Okay, so I'm from the South, but I do not like hot sauce.
Wow.
I don't like it on anything.
Okay.
You know, my mom loves hot sauce. I have family members that like it, but I just don't like hot sauce. So I wouldn't love the smell of it on my lips, the taste of it, you know, nothing. So I wouldn't like it.
All right, Allison, we're coming back to you. Tabasco lip gloss.
I'm here for it. And the reason why is because most lip plumpers have caspian, which is an ingredient that's inside the peppers. So it has the same effect. It's no different. So for somebody that loves hot sauce, this is like a complete win. I would love to try it.
Yeah, there you go. Sephora, this one's right up your alley then. Mine too. I would honestly love it as well.
Oh, yeah.
Most of the lip glosses that I use have like menthol in them, so they're already kind of tingly.
Right.
Got a little bit of a burn to them as well.
Exactly.
McDonald's hoping you're loving their latest Valentine's Day collaboration. The Golden Arches are releasing a McNugget caviar kit featuring a 1-ounce tin of McNugget caviar, a $25 gift card, chicken McNuggets, creme fraiche, and a mother-of-pearl spoon. Fans will have a chance to win the kit next Tuesday. It's available while supplies last. McDonald's says the luxury meal is inspired by a viral dish served at the U.S. Open last August. Tony P, Mickey D's chicken and caviar. Do you like it or not?
I don't, because it doesn't make sense for their brand. Okay, like, McDonald's is not a fine dining establishment. They don't really talk about, the fresh ingredients piece. That's not their marketing. This is a brand chasing a trend, and that's the problem with brands chase trends online or in product. This is going to fail, I think, miraculously.
Michaela, do you like caviar?
I've tried it for the first time last year, and I did not like it.
So
I do, and I agree with Tony P. Like I don't think it matches their brand at all. McDonald's is known for being a little bit more on the affordable side. So when you're matching something a little bit more expensive with the affordable side of things, it just doesn't match.
No, I agree with that 100%. Finally, Amtrak launching their own line of tracksuits. But the designer duds, the Washington Post calls perfect for the Northeast regional crowd, retail at $279. The blue and white two-piece is meant to embody, quote, the premium comfort, modern design, and elevated experience of Amtrak's new high-speed Acela trains. Tony P., dressing like a mode of transportation. Can the Italian in you resist the tracksuit, sir?
I think it's a great
like
play on words, but I'm going to say no on this one.
Is it because of the price?
It's the price, number one. If you want to really help folks on Valentine's Day or any type of holiday, bring the prices down for Amtrak generally, because it's now less expensive to fly versus taking the train. So let's have a price and affordability campaign.
Preach, Tony P. And the P stands for preach. Allison, a $279 Amtrak tracksuit. Do you like it or not?
I do not. I don't like that at all. For one, yes, it's very expensive. And then two, who wants to ride around with a travel tracksuit forever? Like, it's one thing if you're wearing it to ride on the Amtrak, but where else are you going to wear it? You're going to go shopping? People are going to make fun of you.
Exactly.
I don't think it's a good idea.
I think Amtrak's just trying to copy Metro. Metro has released a line of swag, and people love it. All right, keep the comments coming on all the stories we have talked about. Coming up next, Tom Brady showing no love this February. Tony P is going to get all fired up coming up next. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Do You Like It or Not on this Tony P. Tuesday. West Virginia, Ben, in the comments section. You're right. Fox Local will probably have vertical video before you know it. But in the meantime, you can basically check it out on YouTube Shorts and on Fox 5 DC's Instagram page. I happen to know a guy who does a lot of those videos sitting next to me. The New England Patriots back in the Super Bowl for the first time since the Tom Brady era. And if you think he's going to be cheering them on, guess again. When asked if he's rooting for his old team in Super Bowl 60, the 20-year Foxborough veteran who led the franchise to 6 Super Bowl victories says he, quote, doesn't have a dog in the fight. He went on to say he just, quote, wants to sit back as a fan and enjoy the game, enjoy the moment, and I always think, may the best team win. Tony P, Tampa Tom turning his back on his old team. Do you like it or not?
Absolutely not, okay? I think he's a broadcaster now, number one, so he really can't take a side in any of the games that he does, or outside of that, he's also a team owner in the NFL now. He has a lot of things that kind of make or force him to be a little bit more neutral. So I appreciate this. He is a Patriot for life. He retired as a Patriot. He's in the Hall of Fame. He has a statue. Come on, this is a nothing burger. What I loved was his Instagram post over the weekend. Very, like,
who's he trying to impress?
Yeah,
Who's he
I liked it.
with?
I thought it was
look at
cute.
Me, I'm just laying in bed.
I thought it was
Tom
cute.
Brady, I have $1 million. Michaela, is this? I mean, come on.
He's the man. He's the GOAT. He can do what he wants.
Do you agree with Tony P, or do you think he's a traitor?
I agree with Tony P. I mean,
I'm on a roll tonight.
I appreciate the objectivity. You know, obviously he's, a sportscaster doing his own thing. If he's, an owner, you can't really choose sides. So I think he can appreciate what he's doing now. So, yeah.
I understand where you're coming from, but Michael Strahan is also a former New York Giant, and he is also a veteran journalist at this point. He is a veteran broadcaster for Fox NFL Sunday. He is on ABC's Good Morning America. He is going to root for the Giants every GD time. Jason Kelsey is also a broadcaster on ESPN or Prime Video or whatever the hell he is on. He is also a former Philadelphia Eagle, and he is going to root for the Eagles every single time. Allison, Tom Brady not rooting for his old team. Is this sour grapes?
I think he's not telling us that he's rooting for the team because it's a different type of situation now, being that he's not actually on the field. He's not under all the pressure and doesn't have to deal with the same things that he used to deal with as a player. So I think in his mind, he just wants to mentally just sit back and chill and not have a whole bunch of banter about what's going to happen with the team. But I think in his heart, he is still rooting for them.
Yes, so absolutely.
I think he's rooting for individuals, what he said. He's rooting for his old teammate, Mike Vrabel, who's now the team's head
and
coach.
Drake May.
But I don't
close
think
to
he
him.
wants to see anybody come close to his record. And so he is looking at Drake May, this young stud, and he's like, take it back to business class.
Oh,
I don't
come
want
on.
anything to do
First
with
of all, okay, he's got 7, okay? Mahomes is the closest, and I don't think he's even going to get that. So, you know what? Relax,
Not at this
okay? It's
point.
one game.
All right, finally tonight, more proof the future of movies not looking good.
Oh,
because
wonderful.
apparently Gen Z's attention span, we talked about that right at the top.
I hammered the point home.
I'm bringing it full circle here, folks. Gen Z's attention span is so bad, even film students are having trouble sitting through movies for class. It's literally their one job is to watch movies, and they can't even do it. That's according to a recent story in The Hollywood Reporter. In fact, according to a recent survey of film professors by The Atlantic, some are now just asking students to watch portions of movies because they don't trust they'll be able to finish it. Tony P, can you relate? Do you find yourself having a shorter attention span? Do you not like sitting through a full movie? And would you rather just watch portions of it?
Absolutely. First of all, you watch a movie for the enjoyment. That's why you have to go to a theater, because you put guardrails. You're in a different place. You have the popcorn. There's rules about the phones. I think most of them should have like little baggies. You should put them in before the movie starts, so you can't use them at all. That's why we have to get out of the streaming environment of just watching at home. That has created the motivation to just watch with, no intent and to really lose our train of thought. Now, I also have one little thing. But sometimes when I'm at home also, I'll read the Wikipedia plot to kind of find out what the ending is, so that I kind of feel more comfortable watching the movie, I guess. I don't know why I do that.
There are times I do that as
so
well. Yeah.
I got to be honest, like it opens up that for more tomfoolery as well.
Yeah.
There's an old saying
That's
for
where
you.
I love it. I don't know if you guys, not an ad, but if you ever watch like Prime Video, they basically, it's like pop-up video at the same time. They'll tell you like where it was shot, random trivia about
I like that.
the actor, what else we've seen them in, which, I mean, this is literally how I watch everything.
Yes.
Michaela, do you like this or not? The idea that film students can't even sit through a movie these days.
I do not like it at all. And actually, I was a high school teacher for a whole school year. And when you were back in school, you used to love when your teacher would put on movies, at the end of the school year.
Stand and deliver.
But now, the kids don't even want to watch it. It's like they would rather be on their phone, doing other things. And it's just like, I used to love that when my teacher would just put on a movie and
When
we
they
would
would
just watch
roll
movies
that
all
cart
day.
in
Oh,
with
yeah.
the TV on top. That
No
was
work
the
today.
best
Yeah.
day of the year. Thank you to everybody
more.
joining us in the Zoom room. Welcome, Michaela. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, everybody out there. Tony P., we're back at 9 o'clock
baby.
for another edition of the Live Zone Primetime. For Producer Jim, I'm Producer Chris. Fox 5 News at 8 coming up next. Stay warm. We'll see you tomorrow.